Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing, guys? I hope you're all doing great. I hope you are generally fine. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and a very big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for always coming back. And if you're new here, I want to also say thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how to make this very beautiful mixed print flare dress with a layered sleeve. Super easy, guys. You won't believe it's super easy. You want to see this? Then just stick around with me to the end. Let's do this together. Yes, guys. So here, of course, is my print. Is my African print. And of course, my plain fabric as well. So I'm working with a satin fabric here. So that's what I'm using. Of course, I have my working tools alongside. Yes. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and make my fold so that we'll get started. So here, what I have cut out here, I just have about 1.5 yards of this African print here. Over 1.5 of it. That's what I have cut out here. Okay, so if I measure what I have here is 51 inches, right? That 51 inches by 45 inches, because the African print counts by the length of 45, right? Yeah, so 51 by 45 is what I have here right now. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and make my triangular fold. So remember, this is a mixed print, right? So that's why it's just folded into two. If it wasn't, it would have been folded into four, right? Yeah, so making my triangular fold so you can see how this looks in. So normally I'm supposed to start drafting out now, but what I want to do is to make sure that I have my piece in complete length, okay? Yes, before I start drafting out my lines. Now, if you look at the lowest part, you will see that that there is a shortage on that lowest part. Okay, normally this happens when you're cutting out a flare cut that is longer than the length, maybe a top length thereabout. So that's cut out there. I'm going to be replacing it first. You can actually do this when you have done drafting, but I would like to replace my first. So you can see when I'm measuring it now, I already have 5.5 in width, and the length I have is about 43 thereabouts. Yeah, so I'm going to get the cutout now and replace it. So here is the cutout, okay, to replace exactly what I have there. So remember, I measured 5.5. Of course, you will not just cut out 5.5 because you're going to be joining it, right? So I have about 7 inches in width already, and the length, of course. So I'll go ahead and join it first. And you can see I'm done with that joining. You can see how it looks now. Yeah, so I'm making my fold again back the way it was originally. Now this time around, I have my hemming underneath, okay? Yeah, just having it underneath there. So you can see how this is looking. So I have my piece in complete length. So I don't have to bother about joining it later on, okay? Yes, guys. So that's just it now. So you can see this now. So what I'll do now is to go bring my plain fabric. So of course, I don't need to do that for my plain fabric because this one comes by the length of 60 inches. That's the advantage, okay? So there's no need of me doing my joining here. Yeah, so when I made my triangular fold, I had the length as well. So you can see me placing it down. Now, the next thing I'm doing now is to go ahead and pin it down so that I can have it in place. Yes, so because the idea is to cut everything together so you can see now. So once that is done now, the first thing I'll do now is to start taking my measurements. So you see me placing my tape from that top. I'm moving it in such a way that where I can get my start-up line, which is about 8 inches, okay? Because we have to mark that down, 8 inches. So taking note of that point, I'll go back to the edge. In order for me to have a perfect straight line, I'm going back to the edge, and to get what do I have there? 10 now. So I'll move my tape to the other side and also mark out what? 10 inches. Yeah, so I'll connect the 2 points. So you see that I have my straight line there. Okay, yeah, so that's going to represent my starting up line there. So you can see this now. Yeah, so after that now, the next thing I'm going to do now is to get my slope. Okay, I'm using a slope of 1 inches there at the edge there. Then also at the unfold part now, I'm marking out 3 inches for my neck width. So I'll go ahead and connect that line just like we usually do when we are cutting out our bodies, right? Yeah, so you can see me connecting that point now. So the next line is going to be my chest line, which is supposed to be at 9, but I would like to do 8. So from there, I'm marking out 8 inches so that I don't have my armhole too widen. If I have to increase it later on, it's better I do that much later, okay? So taking my tape back to the edge again, I now have 18. So the idea is just to make sure that I have a straight line. So whatever I mark, I take it back to the edge and move it to the other side. So now that I have the 2 points, then I'll connect it together. So you can see now that I have my straight line there. So that's going to represent my chest line. So you can see that now. Yeah. So on that chest line now, so I'm going to put in my bust measurement. Okay. Yeah. So the bust measurement I'm working with is and it is 6 divided by 4, that's 9 inches. I'm just adding 2 inches for the same allowance there. Okay, now for that shoulder, the shoulder width is 16 divided by 2, that's 8. So I'm also marking the 8 inches on the chest line as well, connecting the 2 points together. You can see this now. Then I'll go ahead and make my armhole cut out there. So you can see me tracing my armhole point there all the way to that bust measurement. All right, yeah. So that's just it. Now you can also go ahead and cross check just like I'm doing. If there is need to increase it later on after the cutout, we can always do that, right? Yeah. So you can see I have my armhole there. I'm so sorry if this chalk is not so visible, right? I'm so sorry about that. So that's just it now. So now from that point now, I will take it all the way to the end, and that's just it. So you can see me now using my ruler to trace it there, just to be sure that I don't have it, ruling it on the wrong side, because of the one underneath might be a little bit off. So you can see I've joined the lines now. Yeah. So the next thing now is towards fixing the neck measurement there. So my neck width, I'm using a neck width of 3. Yes, I'm marking that down, and the neck depth of 1 inch. So this 1 inch is going to be for the back, although I'm still going to be creating a slit later on. Okay, neck width of 3 and neck depth of 1 for the back. Then for the front, I'm using a neck depth of 3. Okay, I'm going ahead to also connect it together, right? Yeah. So but the first thing I'll be cutting out, of course, is going to be for the back neckline. Then the next thing now is to indicate the length. The actual length I'm working with is 41, right? Now, of course, in order to get a perfect curve again, I'm taking my tape back to the edge, just like we've been doing. If I take it back to the edge, and what do I have there where I marked 41 initially? I now have 51. Yes, so I'll go ahead now and place my tape back to the edge. I'll keep moving it all the way in a circular form in order to get a perfect circle. So this is, you can see this is what we are doing even when we are marking out our straight line on our curve line, just to be sure that you have a perfect curve. If it's a straight line, to also be sure that you have a perfect straight line. So you can see me from that edge, I keep moving my tape and marking out my 51 inches. So I'll keep doing this now till I get to the very end. You can see what I'm doing, taking my tape back to the edge again, and of course all the way down there. Yeah, so we're done marking out all the points. So what I'll do now is to go ahead and connect it all together like so. You can see this now. Yeah, so just gotten our flare curve there. You can see this, and guys, we're done, guys. Yes, guys. So of course, just trying to confirm what I have as well, and that's it, guys. So what I'll do now is to go ahead and cut. Of course, I'm cutting out for the back neckline first, cut the armhole, the size, then of course go ahead and cut the curve. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Guys, if you've not liked this video, come on, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and like, share, and also if you've not subscribed to my channel, please guys, don't forget to do that. I'll appreciate that a lot. And remember also to turn the notification bells on, okay? This helps you get notified every time my weekly video drops on this channel. You just get notified. It's as easy as that. So please smash that subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, so going ahead now to cut the shoulder and of course the back neckline first. Okay, yeah, so that's just it now. So you can see this now. So I'm taking off my pin to separate it. So remember again, it's a mixed print, right? So I'll go ahead to slit open each piece now. So I'll be slitting it open so that I will now rearrange it, right? One print, one African print, one plain fabric for the front, and of course the other way for the back as well. So I'm just slitting every piece open. You can see this now. So now that I have that done, so of course I'll rearrange it like I said, and by doing that I'll have to join it at the center. So you can see this now. I'm going to join it at the center for both the front and the back. Okay, but of course for the back neckline there's no need of cutting it again. Of course I just want to confirm. Then for the front, then after that I will now cut off the neck depth. I'll go finish that up. And here guys, I'm done joining it at the center. You can see how this is looking for both the front and the back as well. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and cut out the neckline for the front. So you can see that lowest part where we have joining. So I decided to make that part to be on the back side since I have joining on the lowest part there. Yeah, so for the other one, which I'm now considering to be the front, I'm just going ahead to what indicate the neck width and the neck depth again. Remember, it was a neck width of 3 and the neck depth of 3. Just trying to what, make my cutout there. Yes, guys. And of course, at this point, because we have joined two different fabrics together, there's tendency you might have some shortages to trim here and there. So that's just what I'm doing. Yes, guys, I'm going ahead. And of course, this is the point to check your armhole. If you feel that you need to make any adjustment, which by the way, that is what I'm doing here, feel free to do that as well. Just making my adjustments on the armhole and also confirming it on that my chest line. Just be sure that I'm not out of line. Okay. Yes, guys, so you can see me making all the necessary adjustments and cutting off every excesses just to make sure that we have it what in one piece. So you can see this now. Yeah, so what I'm doing here now, I'm also what's going to do for the other piece as well. Okay, I'm going to be repeating the same process as well. Yeah, so and remember for the back piece, we joined the entire piece at the center, and the back piece I said there's going to be a slit, right? Yeah, so supposed to be a slit at the back, so I'll end up loosening it up again. Okay, yeah, so you can see this is for the back piece as well, so I'm going to loosen it up. So what I need is about 6 inches slit open. Can do 6, can do 7, depending on how deep you want it to be, but 6 inches is okay for me. So because I've already hemmed it, so what I will do is to use my seam ripper and to open it up again. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to open it up and make that side to be open. So the idea is of course to make the hair to pass through, but if you're not using this neckline, then you don't need this. I mean, you don't need, because the neckline is high, so it needs to what have a slit so that it can pass through the head. So I'll go ahead and make a fold or use my bias to clean up that edge. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. So once I'm done with the slits, cleaning up the slit, then I'll now join it, right side facing each other. I'll sew it at the shoulder and also on the side as well. Okay, yes, guys, and of course I'll be attaching a pocket much later. Okay, if in case you've not know how to fix a pocket, I also have a video linked up in the description box to do that. Yeah, so guys, I'm gone ahead to do that. You can see I've attached my pocket. You can see this now, and of course I've cleaned up the edges. You can see, and the neckline, the slit, and I just attached a tiny loop. Okay, that's to be expected because you need a loop to lock up that part. Just a tiny loop there. Then much later I'll be fixing in a button for that. You can see these guys now, and that is it, guys. Believe it or not, when I tell you now that like this is ready, like this outfit is ready, what is left now is just to hem the lowest point there and give this a very good press. But because we are going to be attaching a sleeve afterwards, then that's the next thing to do. But I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Okay, so I have to do the sleeve for the next one. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make the sleeve for the next video. The 3 layers is super easy, guys. And so this is the outcome of this outfit. You can see it on the mannequin. So beautiful, guys. It's good to go this way, I mean, this is so beautiful and very stylish. Yes, guys, so thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate this. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to do that as well. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next one when I will show you how to make what the 3-layer sleeve. Thank you, guys. Love you so much. To all my subscribers, I appreciate you guys a whole lot. Thank you for always coming back. And if you're new here, I want to also say thank you for stopping by. See you on the next one, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.